I'm Colin Sullivan.
And I'm Megan Honey.
And this is Almost Live, giving you the who's who and what's what of Telluride and Mountain Village. On today's show, we're going to talk to Catherine Warren about her Warren Commission in the local arts and entertainment scene. Patrick Latcham's out of town, so our friend Mishki has stepped in, or rather stepped out with Through the Window Weather. And we're going to chat with Tom Nading at the Telluride Music Store about all things Telluride and all things music.
We're also going to learn how to make a tasty Italian chicken dish from Patrick Legans, our wine geek food freak. And then we're going to dip into the past with our retro ride, which is a Telluride tradition, lip sync from the late 90s.
All right, Mitch, take it away. What's it like outside?
Hey, thanks, guys. Mishki here, filling in for Patrick, who's out doing other things. It's Through the Window Weather. Your forecast looking for the weekend. We're going to be monsoon rains. That's the story out here. Temperatures are going to be somewhere in the mid-60s through the days. A lot colder at night, 40s and 50s overnight. And you got to watch those rains. It's going to be happening every day. The afternoon is when they come. So if you're going to go out and do outdoor activities, head out in the morning. That's when you're going to find the sun shining and the paths are going to be nice and dry. But the monsoon rains are really what's happening right now. Going to extend all the way through August. So this weekend, look for those afternoon rains. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thanks for stepping in, Mishki. Appreciate it. Let's head on over to Colin Sullivan and Catherine Warren with the Warren Commission.
Thanks a lot, Megan. And we're back here with Catherine Warren and her Warren Commission.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going great. There's nothing going on, though.
Except for the Nothing Festival.
The Nothing Festival is going on. But you have some stuff going on in your little black book.
Yes.
What's in there?
In my little black book, things kick off on Friday with Aladdin at the Sheridan Opera House. It's a mini production, so about 30 minutes long, and it's part of our Young People's Theater Summer Spectacular. We've had 17 kids in the Sheridan Opera House for the last 5 days, ages 8 to 12, putting on this play, and it's an intensive theater camp, and the show is free at 1 o'clock at the Sheridan Opera House on Friday.
Leah Nicula.
Yep, she's
the new YPT director,
right?
Yes,
I'm so excited to have her on our team. She joins us from Durango. She comes from a huge background of musical theater, both performing and directing. Vocal performance. She's just a ball of energy and so excited to be here and be a part of the theater community in Telluride.
Let's go on Friday and see Leah's first show.
Yeah. And then up in Mountain Village from 5 to 7, the Music on the Green continues with the Harmonies right outside of the Hotel Madeline. And then at 7 p.m., if you're in town, we have Kenny Goldman playing jazz piano at the Sheridan Opera House's show bar. Both of those shows are free. It's happy hour. Come drink some drinks, buy some drinks, and enjoy some high-quality music.
Kenny was the pianist on Pippin.
Yes.
Telluride Theater's Pippin.
Yes, we're really excited to have him.
He's a great jazz pianist.
Yep, he'll be playing this Friday and then Saturday, August 12th.
Got it out there.
Yes. And then on this Saturday, we have March 4th Marching Band playing at Club Red. They're a Telluride favorite. They're huge.
Don't miss March 4th.
Yep. Huge, big brass band from Portland.
If you like stilts and tubas.
And drums and costumes. It's so much fun. They've been here multiple times. I hear tickets are selling fast, so they probably will be sold out by Saturday night. But last I checked, they're still available. And it's always a good time. And then on Monday, another new interesting thing, we have Mavis, a documentary about Mavis Staples, who will be headlining Telluride Jazz Festival. And that film is screening at the Opera House as a fundraiser for the San Miguel Resource Center. It's a $15 suggested donation. Come nerd out about music and a musician we're going to see on our stage next week and support a good cause at the same time.
Nice.
So we're really excited about that.
I wonder if Mavis knows Mavis is playing before Mavis is playing. Do you think?
We'll have to ask Gumby and the team.
Ask that. Anything else going on?
All sorts next week, but we'll talk about that next week.
All right, great. Well, let's go to a PSA from San Miguel Power Association. Now, this is an animated feature done by Telluride TV's own Tim Johnson. Take it away.
When you flip the switch, the light should come on. It's a simple idea that we often take for granted, but making that dream a reality is anything but simple, especially when nature challenges the systems we rely upon. That's why it's good to belong to an electric cooperative like San Miguel Power Association. We're combining the power of human ingenuity with the magic of modern technology, and no small amount of bravery, to ensure that our members have the power they need and the light they deserve. San Miguel Power Association, your local not-for-profit electric cooperative utility.
We're back. That was a pretty interesting PSA there.
It was.
You know who that was?
I don't. Are you going to tell me?
I am. I will tell you.
Tell me.
Oh, amazing. That was Amy Levick.
Amy Levitt!
Yeah, she used to be. She actually used to be the mayor of Telluride. So
Yeah.
I think that's what that sort of whole thing was about. But
Yeah.
you can kind of tell, right?
That was cool. I could recognize the voice, but I was like, man, who is that?
Who is it?
You know, though.
Tell me what's going on this week,
This
because
week.
something happened on the streets
the
that
streets.
some people you may not read about
People
in the
on the
paper. It certainly isn't isn't part of a festival exactly, but it is
not an
kinda.
official festival. At some point, you might have seen a large horde of naked locals on their bikes go flying down Main Street on, what was that, Monday night? Sunday night?
Monday night, I think. Yeah.
Yes. That's part of the larger Nothing Festival, which started in the early 90s, I believe, so that it was just a celebration of the one weekend that we
Well,
didn't
there
have a
is
festival. There was
nothing.
nothing going
This
on.
is this is a local celebration.
It's a local we get tired.
No offense against tourism and everything.
No,
like
we
that.
love
I mean,
you.
We have an industry because of that. But I mean, it is still a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
The Nothing Fest is on. There's nothing going on. You can't get tickets for it. You can take all of your clothes
You
off.
can't-
and
that's your
ride
admission,
And
is
ride
your
a bike
clothes.
around, which I have not done. Have you done that?
I have done it a few times.
Oh, Megan Honey.
I won't tell you which years I did. So.
We'll see in the retro ride.
In
clip
the retro
from
ride
this year.
clips.
It's just
Years
you.
later, someone's like, "Who's that
It's a
girl?"
drone photo of you. Just follows you around. Just kidding. You're not going to see that. But if you think you are, stay tuned. There's not a tremendous amount going on, but I will say this. I feel as if there's been an insane amount of weddings.
So many weddings. It is the summer of love, though.
Isn't it so funny that like it's weddings are like after a while you're like, oh man, too many weddings.
Too many. I personally love. I can't think of anything more I'd rather do than dress up with my friends,
It
drink
is
some
very
things,
nice.
eat some things, dance,
Yeah.
and celebrate two people that like I really believe are supposed to be together. I'm headed to Megan Heller's wedding up in the UP of Michigan this
Megan
weekend.
and Jimmy.
Megan and Jimmy.
That's amazing.
The Hellers.
The Hellers.
The
that's right.
Hellers, yeah.
He's taking her name
He's
because
taking-
why?
He's a good progressive man.
He is a good progressive bet, and he also made a bet,
And
didn't he?
also,
Or not a bet, like
Megan
a,
Heller's not allowed to be a Detroit Lions fan anymore. she has
she
to
has
be
to
a
be-
Green Bay Packers
She's to be a
fan.
Packers fan. That's how big of a Packers fan Jimmy is.
We know you don't care.
Well, Carly, our own Carly Salter and Patrick Latcham got married.
got married,
They had a lovely ceremony up at Graunis. Did
There
you go
were-
to that one?
I did go to that one. There were, I think, 3 weddings that day. This is my 5th wedding this summer, and if you've been out and about in town, I'm sure you have seen a bride in the middle of Main Street, probably multiple times over the weekend.
I'm
and,
going
yeah.
to a wedding today.
Today?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nico and Chanel's
and
wedding.
Chanel, yeah.
They're gonna go and they're gonna do it. The nice thing about the weddings in Telluride actually too is that people just do it all in these like these beautiful outdoor
Mm-hmm.
spaces, even during sort of the monsoon season. So they're actually going to the town park and they're gonna do it by the waterfall, and then
yeah.
they're going up to Ashley Stories Land, which is where Sam and
Sam
Jill
and Jill got married. Another wedding we went to.
That's
you and I
right.
were both there.
Tom Nading, actually, who was on today's show, played
their
up
music.
at that wedding. Yeah. We said the word wedding like 100 times, I think.
I
right?
know. I love it, though. I love weddings.
It is really amazing, isn't it? It's an incredible time. Are you getting married anytime soon?
Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
No, not anytime soon. Well, I guess we should stop talking about weddings at some point. So let's go on over and talk to Patrick Legans, our wine geek food freak. He's got some Italian chicken for us, a really nice dish. Take it away, Patrick.
Hi, I'm Patrick Legans, the Wine Geek Food Freak. Today I want to show you a little dish called Pollo alla Pulcinella, one of the first dishes I learned in Naples, Italy from Master Chef Antonio Race. Grazie mille. First I'm going to take some butter, put that in a pan. Meanwhile, I'm going to take a nice chicken breast from Clark's Market, one of our local supporters. I'm going to pound out that chicken, ham attack. Then I'm gonna let it rest for a minute. I want this to be kind of an elegant dish, so I'm using sliced garlic. Now, I don't do razor blade thing like some people like. I want a little texture to mine. But I will tell you, if you notice, when I chop garlic, they're all the same width. That way you're gonna get an even cook on all of them. Put those guys in there. Now I'm gonna take some sun-dried tomatoes, put those guys in. And as that starts to get going, now I'm gonna add my chicken breast. All right, now you can see that the garlic is starting to blonde. That's when I'm gonna add a little crushed red pepper. Put a little spice in that dish. We are talking about Naples, Italy. That's a pretty spicy town. In fact, the name Pulcinella refers to a clown. Every town in all of Italy has its own clown. In Telluride, it's Patrick Legans, the wine geek food freak. However, Pulcinella was a cool guy in the 13th century, 14th century time. He donned a mask and would go around and would make fun of the aristocracy and would pass out free pasta to poor children to bring home to their families. Now that we have it at this point, I'm gonna add a little white wine and a little tomato sauce. And I'm just gonna reduce from here. All right, so I've been flipping this chicken breast for the last 8 minutes. One important thing, it's all this on the side here, you definitely want to get off. It's sodium that is allowing that to adhere to the pan, and sodium is salt, and salt tastes good. I'm gonna add some heavy whipping cream and a nice pinch of salt, and we're gonna reduce from here. All right, so we're a couple minutes away. I'm gonna grab the shrimp, start cooking those guys. On the individual bubbles, you'll start to notice a discoloration. When you start to see that, you know the cream sauce is done. Past this, you're gonna break the cream sauce. So you wanna stop now. Real quick, I'm gonna do a little quick shipping out of some basil here. I'm gonna put half in the sauce. I'm gonna reserve the other half for decoration. And we're done. Take my chicken breast, right there. I'm gonna take some of those sun-dried tomatoes, put those on top. I'm gonna put a couple shrimp, just like that. Then I'm gonna take a slotted spoon, put that on top of there. And then I'm just gonna pour that beautiful pink cream sauce on top of that plate like that. Oh Lord, look at that. Now reserve basil for decoration. And you're eating pollo alla pulcinella. So, until next time, remember all you need is good ingredients, some care, and a minute of your time, and you can eat like me, Patrick Legans, the wine geek food freak.
Thanks so much, Patrick. I can't wait to try that. You guys, I am sitting down today with the new co-owner of Telluride Music, Tom Nading. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Megan.
So, you just recently purchased into Telluride Music Company, but you've worked there for how long?
That's 6.5 years, actually.
6.5 years. And who'd you buy it from?
David and Karen Lamb actually owned the store for about 20 years.
20 years.
They hired me in the summer of 2010, right after I moved to town.
Yeah.
So it was really special. We took over April 14th. Finally feeling like I've got it figured out to some degree.
Yeah. You guys are in a new space, too, down by where Sunshine Pharmacy has moved across the street as well.
Exactly.
You guys are beside them.
Yeah, we moved there in 2014,
right.
And it's really been a great fit for us. We have more guitars on the wall than we've ever had in the past. We have 2 lesson studios, a great photo studio, so it's just really nice, kind of perfect space for us.
Yeah. How did you find Telluride? How'd you get here?
It's kind of a funny story like everybody else. I grew up as a skier in the South. And
in the South?
Yeah, as I'm sure you can imagine, it's a lot of work to ski in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So I just always wanted to live somewhere where I could ski, where I had more, of an ability to explore the sport and really get a feel for it. So a buddy of mine was graduating from college at the same time, and we found out about this place called Telluride. We heard about these music festivals and thought, oh, that sounds pretty cool. So we signed a lease and showed up a few months later. And about 5 days after being in town, Dave hired me at the store. So
yeah,
it's just kind of all come together. Life can be kind of serendipitous, I guess.
Did you just walk in and play a few licks on a guitar and he was like, you're hired?
I remember actually showing up. I think I had a tie on and, like dress shoes and slacks and everything. So I was basically doing everything I could to like convince him to hire me. And at some point, I think a guitar came into my hands and,
Yeah.
From that first note, I think he knew it
Yeah.
was meant to be.
Well, speaking of music festivals, we have Jazz Fest coming up, and do you guys see like a large influx of musicians come in the store, or are you heavily involved in the festival itself?
So jazz, we're not as involved with jazz as other festivals, which I actually really like because it means I get to go and enjoy the music.
Yeah.
Jazz kind of depends. If there's guitar players, like when Bill Frisell was here, when Schofield was here, we're really busy and we have a lot of stuff going on. But it just depends on the lineup. This year, I'm really looking forward to seeing Dr. John. Also, Mavis Staples ought to be killer.
That is gonna be awesome. Do you guys offer private lessons through the music store?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ethan Hale's our main instructor,
right.
so it's really
Yeah.
fun. I mean, Ethan, he's got such a great personality for teaching. He's just a really patient, fun guy, and he teaches all different skill levels, tons of instruments, all ages. I think our youngest student is like 4, and our oldest student is in her 60s.
Wow.
So-
He's super talented too.
It works out well.
Yeah. Who do you co-own the music store with
So
now?
my business partner is Benjamin Preston. He's a part-time resident of town, and I met Benjamin actually. He was just a customer of mine and bought some mandolins and some guitars. And the conversation really started about 2 years ago. It was sort of, how do we make this sustain? You know, how do we become stewards of this company? Because this is actually, you may not realize it, but 2017 is actually the company's 25th year. We're the third owner.
Wow.
So, you know, there's a part of us that we really want to keep this tradition alive
Yeah.
and keep it moving. So we put together a business plan that really sold me on it for sure, and placed an offer with Dave in February, and I guess the rest is history.
That's
So,
really. I think it's really special that we have a music store in Telluride that has lasted that long. So many businesses
For
come in
sure.
and out, and the fact that we have just a cool, funky little music store that has just withstood the test of time.
well, thanks. And it speaks volumes, I think, to Telluride as a
Yeah.
community. It shows how much we value music, how much music is a part of, you know, what people like to do here. So it's just fun to be a part of the framework.
Yeah. What's your earliest memory with the guitar?
That's hard. I was given a little plastic toy guitar, I think, for my 3rd birthday. And there's like all these photos of me like trying to give a concert of it. But really, what drew me to the guitar, when I was about 10 years old, I started going through my dad's old records. And when I discovered Axis, the Hendrix record,
Wow.
I was like, okay, this is
is
what
my
I
life.
want to do.
This is it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's been all downhill from there, basically.
You've come full circle, though.
I
You got a
guess
music
so.
store. Thank you so much for joining us. You guys stick around later because Tom is going to play a little piece for us live. And also, we're going to throw to a clip right now of Tom in his store talking about the ins and outs of the shop and day-to-day life.
I'm Tom Nading. I'm so excited to be one of the new owners of Telluride Music Company. After working for 6.5 years in the shop, myself and a business partner bought the business from the former owners who had owned it for 20 years. Telluride's been really good to me, and the Telluride community's really allowed me to make this a special sort of opportunity. We sell acoustic guitars, that's really what we're all about. And we do a lot of other instruments as well, violin, mandolin, and banjo, but guitar is our focus. And in addition to that, we sell CDs. We've just pushed into vinyl. We're committed to inspiring and pushing and cultivating the music scene in town. We're doing a lot of night events and bringing in a number of local musicians and musicians from all over the country and in some cases the world. And we also have a vigorous lesson program. We do everything from really advanced music theory lessons to just a beginning ukulele lesson. Going forward, we're happy to be a part of the musical framework in Telluride, and I'm just excited to carry on a 25-year Telluride tradition in Telluride Music Company. Whether you're a musician, a music lover, or someone who's just maybe interested in getting started, please stop by and see us. Hope to see you in the shop.
That was a cool little piece on the music store,
It was.
huh?
I like that.
Gosh, I love Tom Nading.
Me too. What a cool guy.
Yeah, man. Stick around to the end of the episode because he's going to play a little bit for us.
Yeah.
Now we have for you a very special retro ride. We got Margaret Cooper playing a little GWB, George W. Bush, and he needs a little respect. Watch out at the end of the clip there. I think Bill Clinton has a sax solo for you.
Telluride TV has 30 plus years of archival footage from tab to festival events to 4th of July parades to lip syncs, everything. If you have something you think would be really awesome to see on the show, send it to us at tim@telluridetv.org. Well, that was pretty funky.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
Lip sync is always pretty funky.
Just a good boogie time.
I love the Clinton Bush duo going on there. Wouldn't that be amazing if they now just recreated
If they actually
that?
just did that.
They just
They're
did
not
that.
doing anything right now. They're not busy.
No, come on, man. They're just talking at like graduations and things. Well, before we go over to Michigan and talk about the weather, we just want to remind you that Telluride TV is a public access channel that relies on support from the community. So we want to thank a couple of our sponsors, the towns of Telluride and Mountain Village, Telski, and the Telluride Foundation. Mishki, what's it look like outside?
Hey, thanks, guys. Mishki here, filling in for Patrick. It's through the window weather. Looking outside this weekend, it's going to be raining, everybody. Those temperatures are going to hover somewhere in the mid-60s. The rain, of course, makes it a little bit colder, and that's what we got going right now. Here in the end of July, it's the monsoon rainy season, everybody. So every afternoon, look for a thunderstorm to come through and wash everything off and drop those temperatures a little bit lower. The overnight's, of course, going to be 40s, 50s, a lot chillier. Snow in the high country if you get caught above 12,000 feet, which is something that you can do. If you're hanging around, don't let the thunderstorms deter you, everybody. Go outside anyway. Little Colorado sky water never hurt anybody. Put on your rain jacket, go for a hike. Look for the rainbows in the afternoon after the monsoons push through. You can always go down, see a movie at the Nugget, hang out in the park. There's a lot of sports and activities going on in the town park at the end of town. And just go outside. Go hang out on Main Street. Go have yourself a cocktail and wander around. Take a gondola ride. Don't be afraid to get out there, everybody. Don't let the rains keep you inside. That's it, you guys. This is Mishki signing off. Have a good time in Telluride.
Thanks so much, Mishki. Well, Almost Live is almost over.
But don't worry, you can catch it again because we're going to play it right now and all the way through the weekend. And if you want to, you can go and subscribe to our Telluride TV YouTube channel, and you can see it anytime that you want. But before we go, we have a very special performance from one Mr. Tom Nading right here in our Mountain Village studio. It's Tom doing Bob Dylan, You Ain't Going Nowhere. Take it away, Tom.